The guy who posted this video said that he and his friend recorded it a couple years ago while they were, let's just say, not exactly sober. They were goofing off, completely zoned out, and didn't even realize what was happening behind them. Time passed, and one day he decided to clean out his phone, only to stumble upon this creepy little clip.
The continuum of time.
Did you catch it? It all happens in a split second, but if you don't blink, you'll see something seriously freaky. A face peeking from around the corner that looks absolutely terrifying. It's just a moment, but those chills stick around for a while. Just a regular day at the airport, people waiting in line for security, scrolling through their phones, checking the time. Everything's business as usual, until a guy with a suitcase just vanishes. The girl standing behind him freezes for a second, totally confused, and then you can literally see the fear in her eyes. Of course, security reviewed the footage. And yep, the guy really did just disappear. But that's not all. At the exact same time, in a different terminal, another person vanished too, and everyone there freaked out as well. In the comments, people went wild, some claiming it's a glitch in the Matrix, others saying they slipped into another dimension. Most, though, think it's all just clever editing. What do you think? A user named LGAP recently moved into a new apartment, and according to him, his life's been a full-on paranormal nightmare ever since. One night, he decided to film a video explaining to his followers why he hadn't been posting lately, and ended up catching his first horror scene on camera.
Amigos, no he podido subir Spotlight ni contenido aquí en Snapchat porque me estoy mudando. Apenas acabo de llegar a este departamento completamente nuevo, de verdad, mil disculpas. Pero ya les prometo que ahora sí, en estos días, Estoy solo y me acaban de cerrar la puerta que está atrás de mí, que es la del baño. No es la primera vez que me pasa, justo eso les iba a decir. No es la primera vez que me pasa. No es la primera vez que me pasa, se los juro. Y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. No es la primera vez que me pasa.
During filming, the bathroom door suddenly slammed shut behind him, even though he lives alone. A few days later, he woke up around 3 a.m. to strange noises. He grabbed his phone to investigate and walked right into a waking nightmare.
Son las 3:30 de la noche y estoy escuchando ruidos muy extraños. Lo más perturbador de todo es que la luz del baño está prendida y no hay nadie. No hay nadie. Voy a apagarla porque neta me está dando... Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Hay alguien al fondo. Ya no hay nadie. Ahí está. ¿Pero por qué? Si la prendo desaparece. No hay nada. No hay nada.
First, he noticed the bathroom light was on. But when he went to turn it off, he saw a dark figure with a pale face at the door. Strangely, the figure vanished whenever the lights were on. That was enough for him. He left the light on and went back to bed. But an hour later, more strange sounds woke him again.
No hay nadie. Y esto tiene candado, no se puede abrir. No se puede abrir. ¡Qué mierda!
This time, a door swung open on its own, and something flashed through the hallway for just a second. A few days after that, the power went out, and El-Gap lit some candles. That's when the creepy scratching and strange noises started coming from outside. When he stepped into the hallway, he immediately regretted buying this apartment.
Hace un rato se me fue la luz y he estado escuchando ruidos muy extraños afuera. Prendí unas velas, pero ya me dio miedo salir, porque ya los ruidos ya empeoraron. Hay alguien parado. Hay alguien parado. Hay alguien parado. ¿Qué quieres? ¿Quién eres? Se le ve la cara pálida. Se le ve la cara pálida. ¿Quién eres? Por favor, ya déjame. Ya déjame. No hay nada. No hay nada. No hay nada. No hay nada.
The next morning, he called in a priest for a cleansing ritual, though honestly, with how creepy things had gotten, it might have been smarter to just burn the place down. Somewhere in the US, a regular guy was out fishing and enjoying the great outdoors when the river suddenly threw him a surprise that made him forget all about fishing. Something weird was floating downstream. At first, he thought it was just trash, but then he got a closer look and nearly dropped his rod. It looked like a statue of death in a black hood. Safe to say, that guy probably won't be fishing in that spot again anytime soon. On July 6, 2024, Carl went for a walk in the woods near his house. Just wanted to get some fresh air and maybe scout a new campsite. But instead, he came across something seriously creepy. In the mud, he found a massive footprint, way too big to belong to a human.
I have found some really bizarre tracks today. This boot print doesn't match my boot print. It does look fairly old, but it is very strange and it's quite big. So it's definitely a man or someone that wears a very, very big shoe. I'll just spin you around to show you it. Look at that.
He remembered a trail cam he'd left in another part of the woods and decided to use it to see if he could catch whatever had made that print. Later that night, after setting up camp nearby, he was woken by an eerie sound in the middle of the night.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear, but there's definitely someone out there. Fuck's sakes. 2 seconds.
Practically scared out of his skin, Carl knew it was time to bail. The next morning, he checked the footage, and what he saw chilled him to the bone. He's convinced that whatever it was, it definitely wasn't human. The creature was covered in fur. Theories started rolling in immediately. Some said it was a werewolf. Others think it's the local version of Bigfoot. A night shift security guard had a seriously weird encounter. He said some guy came up to him and they even chatted for a bit. Everything seemed normal until they checked the security footage. On the video, the guard is talking to no one. Think he's losing it? Then what do you make of this? When he returns to his station and sits down, you can faintly see a dark shadow behind him. So, what was it? Sleep-deprived hallucination? Or did something really cross over just to have a little conversation? Back in December 2009, a bizarre video appeared on YouTube. It was filmed from inside a car somewhere on the streets of Moscow. At first, there's nothing unusual, just a dull cityscape, buildings, lights, the usual. But suddenly, something really weird shows up.
Новость сегодня была про будут разгоняться тучи, может это связано с этим? Установили.
Слушай, она какая-то автономная вообще, сама по себе крутится.
Смотри, если она за что-то держится.
Ну или правда что-то какое-то, может. Ну, завтра, наверное, скажут, что это такое.
A huge, dark, pyramid-shaped object hovering silently in the sky. No noise, no movement. Some say it's a fake, CGI, or maybe even a military test. But others are convinced it's not from this world. The size, shape, and behavior of the thing just didn't seem natural. Whatever it was, it definitely looked unsettling. This girl says she's been living in a total nightmare for quite some time, and the footage you're about to see is pretty solid proof of that.
Stuff in the kitchen, in the bedroom. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, the water just turned on. I'll call you right back. Oh my God, go away, leave us alone! Oh my God. Philip, come in here!
Her apartment goes full poltergeist mode, and within seconds the kitchen is in total chaos. It's like some invisible force just went berserk and started trashing everything. It doesn't look like one of those fake TikTok clips where it's all staged. You can feel the real panic and fear. So could she actually be dealing with something supernatural? Let me know what you think. A group of friends was walking past a forest in Chile when they suddenly noticed something moving between the trees. Thinking it might be a predator, they were too scared to get close and started filming from a distance. As you probably noticed, this wasn't a wild animal. It was something way creepier, People online started calling the creature an alien Frankenstein because of its grotesque appearance. But what do you think it was? Share your thoughts. I'd love to read them. The next clip comes from a TikToker who says he's been going through some really unsettling stuff in his own home.
Stop knocking. And there's nobody there. His door keeps banging.
He claims he's been hearing strange knocking at his door, but every time he checks, there's nobody there.
Nobody's there. Go away! Ooh, that was right over my shoulder. Who's,
Things take a darker turn when he decides to go upstairs.
I know what you're doing. It's not scaring me. It's not scaring anybody else. You need to leave now.
But it gets even worse when he steps out of the bedroom. That's when the creepiest moment happens.
This again. Okay. All right, if you're gonna play these games all night, I'm not gonna play. I'm not doing this.
Just before all the doors slam shut at once, you can see a dark, shadowy figure flash by in the room he'd just left. The guy says he didn't even notice it in real time, only when he rewatched the footage later. If this video isn't staged, and all that's really going down in his house, I'd be lighting a match and burning the place to the ground. This video came to me with zero context. What we see is a massive, disgusting, worm-like creature slithering into a house vent. In broad daylight, totally unfazed by the person filming or the passing cars. What the heck is that thing? A mutant tapeworm? An alien burglar? Or some really high-quality CGI? I'll let the couch detectives in the comments take it from here. Watching this footage once again reminds you that not all living species on our planet have been discovered or documented. Otherwise, how do you explain this massive winged creature that looks like a giant bat? While the comments are filled with people speculating on what it could be, I think I might have figured it out. Batman, is that you? Deep in the heart of Japan stands an abandoned house wrapped in creepy legends and eerie rumors. They say it's haunted by angry spirits who attack anyone that enters. Knowing all this, one brave soul still decided to step inside and prove the stories wrong. But, turns out, he was the one who got it wrong. And this trip became his last. The explorer vanished without a trace, and this terrifying footage was later found on a flash drive and uploaded to YouTube in December 2014. Let's take a look. A frightening figure in a white cloak with long black hair rushes at him, giving him no chance to escape. As he collapses, still groaning, his camera keeps rolling. You can see that same creepy face watching from the doorway, as if waiting for him to die. So, we've got a recording, a missing person, and a cursed house that's somehow still standing. Either the Japanese have nerves of steel, or the whole thing is staged. But hey, that's not for me to decide. This weird footage went viral in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. In July 2015, in broad daylight on the outskirts of Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, a ranch owner heard strange noises outside his house. Grabbing a shaky old camera, he recorded a naked alien-like creature with humanoid features walking across his roof. The second it realized it was being watched, the creature bolted out of view. The local TV station El Mañana even aired the footage. An initial analysis showed no cuts, animations, or video edits. And yet, not long after, the clip mysteriously disappeared from official news sources. Why? Well, you can probably guess. Every day, more and more bizarre videos pop up online. Videos that can only be explained as glitches in the Matrix, like this one. In the clip, a strange woman is frozen in place, standing completely still behind a parked car.
Wait, she's not moving at all.
That's what I'm saying. What is going on here?
What is she looking at?
What is she doing?
You can hear confused voices of people filming her on their phones. Pretty soon, other people on the street start noticing her too, and one even tries to approach. That seems to snap her out of it, and she suddenly starts walking like nothing happened.
What?
So, what is this? A medical condition? A prank? Or are we really witnessing a real-life Matrix glitch? Either way, it's super creepy. Whatever this thing is, one thing's for sure. Something's seriously off with this tall, alien-looking creature. Captured on a hunting cam deep in the forests of Alberta, Canada, the footage shows a tall, skinny figure that looks nothing like a human. It's got two long legs it stumbles around on, no arms, and a thin, crooked neck. Some think it looked so busted because it crash-landed and got injured, or maybe had a run-in with a wild animal. But honestly, I think it's just CGI. What about you?